Hey guys, welcome back. We've got an exciting one today. So working on the MK2 Audi TT TFSI. We've still got the stock exhaust, a twin one-sided exhaust. Today we're going to upgrade it to a twin exhaust with the V6 rear valance. So let's have a before and after. So I got this exhaust for an absolute song, but not surprisingly though, with no rear silencer, it probably comes with an antisocial behaviour order attached with it, but hopefully not. We'll fit it and see, guys. So me personally, guys, I like to use ramps. That way I have full confidence underneath the vehicle. So if you've got a pair of those, fantastic. Get them underneath the vehicle, fully aligned, and then we'll get the car up in the air. So to remove the exhaust, I'm going to have to remove the two 13mm on the right hand side hanger, one nut, one bolt, and the same on the left hand side of the exhaust hanger, one nut, one bolt. And then down the centre section pipe to the centre clamp, which is held in by two 13mm nuts. I need to slacken both of those off. And then the centre section hangers is two 13mm nuts. But bear in mind, one of these is holding the strap for the petrol tank, so I will need to get a jack underneath the petrol tank to take the weight of that before fully removing. And to get to the rear left hanger bolts, I'm using a long reach 30mm socket. This particular bracket, I'm going to fully remove these. I'm going to leave the right hand side one in place until I've removed all of the middle section hardware. And if you've got a bit of penetrating fluid handy, it's really recommended to get a bit of that on this centre section clamp just to help free them off. And just to remember, guys, when removing the nut, which also supports the petrol tank hanger, not to fully remove it until you've got something supporting the petrol tank in place. So just wind it down to the last few threads and then leave it there. I've got a 13mm spanner. I'm just going to slacken off both of those nuts holding the centre clamp in position. And these were a sod. They were so tight, guys. So yeah, whatever you can get in there. Now with the petrol tank safely supported, I can fully remove that hardware there. And lastly, the rear hanger nut and bolt to remove. As I'm undoing these, I'm taking the weight of the exhaust because these are the last items holding the weight of the exhaust in place. So just before you release the last bolt, just take the full weight of the exhaust, and as the bolt comes out, just capture the weight and slowly offer it down to the ground. And now I'm ready to fit the new exhaust section. So this is the centre section. Just going to offer that up to the old exhaust, get that aligned, and then lift it up into position, and then we'll fit the nuts on that centre section hanger. And while I'm down here, I'm going to fully finish off by tightening up the two 30mm nuts on the centre clamp and on the centre section hangers. Now to remove the rear diffuser. So we've got to lift these little tabs just here and then push out the diffuser just like so. So we'll work around it now, get all those removed and then install the new one. Last stage, guys. Grabbed a bit of exhaust paste here, so I'm just going to slap a bit of this round the outside of this exhaust pipe tip, because the last thing I want at this stage is for it to be blowing once I've fitted it. So lavishly just slapping a bit of this round the exhaust pipe there, and then grabbing the back box, going to slide this into position, and then I'm going to fit the exhaust hanger nuts and bolts. And as I'm fitting the rear nut and bolts, it's careful to note alignment. So what I'm doing here is, as I'm fitting them, I'm just trying to tweak the exhaust left and right, forwards and backwards, until I think it's seated in the right position. As obnoxious as I thought it'd be, to be fair. That sounds sweet. I'll just wait until the cold starts run off and then I'll give it a bit of boost. That sounds absolutely wicked. It's actually really subtle now, it's calmed down a bit. Right, let's give it some boost. Happy days. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe.